In this video breakdown, we're going to learn how George Clooney is able to have that strong masculine energy that enables him to communicate value without barely doing a thing. I always believe that the best form of game is a type of game that's hidden to the naked eye. You'll learn how to make girls invest without saying a word, a unique way to responding that makes women go wild for you, and how to use silence and intense eye contact to ramp up the sexual tension. This video will show you how to bring girls into your own reality with minimal effort. So if you struggle with doing a lot of things and you make girls laugh but somehow you never get any results, this is the perfect video for you because George Clooney himself is going to show you how he does it. Okay, so let's get started. What makes this scene so seductive in nature is its subtle charm. What's not being said or done is what makes it so great. First of all, let's begin with the silence that he creates when he first approaches.
Buy a drink?
A lot of guys think that more is better. Quite the contrary, less is more, just like in Wu Wei, okay? When he approaches, he says nothing and lets her react to him. As soon as she sees him, he doesn't say a word until she experiences a second or two of silence. This creates anticipation and tension. A lot of guys are not comfortable with silence because they feel like they have to keep her attention. Quite the contrary, when you're a confident person, you are confident and calm in the midst of silence. You're calm in the midst of chaos. Now, when he says to her,
Buy a drink?
notice the energy level that he possesses when he says those words. It's a low energy level. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to speak in a low tone to be attractive. The point is that you can speak like that just to bring the energy down to create that sexual tension, and then bring it back up whenever you want to break rapport or when she doesn't mirror you back. You see, you just use that intention because you're not going to be speaking in a low tone like this all the time. We're not Batman. This is not a Batman movie, okay? Now, if you watch my video on which is called The Ultimate Guide to Same Day Lays, you'll know that I always say to include silence in the beginning of the interaction and speak to her in a low tone just to see if she mirrors you back, okay? Because this is a good indication of how attractive she is.
Buy a drink?
Yeah, I'd love one. Sit down.
As you can tell, my soon-to-be wife, Jennifer Lopez, mirrors his power language, which speaks to the level of rapport that she has with him. Anytime you do this and she actually mirrors you back, like my ex Jennifer Lopez did, she's displaying some form of attraction. She's mirroring him in not only his tone of voice, but in the delayed reaction.
Buy a drink?
Yeah, I'd love one.
Her second long pause she takes to respond, it means that she's playing along. She's playing the game of her own seduction. Notice what she responds to him.
Yeah, I'd love one.
He didn't respond right away, like I told you earlier. He just gives her intense eye contact with a slight smile. The way to do this is through a technique that I call contained positivity. You can check out that video that I made at the end of this video. For example, let's say that you feel extremely happy. That will lead to naturally having a high energy, and it wouldn't be congruent with the scene. You see, like he would approach feeling all happy, and he'll be all like giggity gaga. It wouldn't be congruent with the type of vibe that they have in this video. Okay, so rather than displaying his pure happiness and playfulness, he keeps it inside. Okay, but just like any emotion, it will always sip through one way or the other. As a result, it'll show forth in his sub-communication, and that's what we want. So rather than having a happy, energetic vibe, he hones in and makes it laser focused. This is how you're able to game in such a way that it'll seem as though you're not gaming. Because your game will be felt. It won't be seen. It'll be felt by the woman, and from looking outside in, it'll seem as though you're not doing anything. You see? But there's more to meets the eye. There's something deeper that's going on that you will only understand if you actually experience it, or if you're actually being gamed by someone who's doing that. All right. So again, so rather than having that happy, energetic vibe, he hones in on it and makes it laser focused. His energy is felt in a subtle way, which is the best way to communicate with people. For example, have you ever had a friend who is hiding good news from you, but you sort of felt it in the vibe, you see? For example, you sense that he has something good to say, but he is just keeping it to himself. Kind of like he found out something about a friend and that you would love to hear, but he's not telling you intentionally. So you feel that, okay? Just like George Clooney did in Seinfeld. You're gonna see a short 1 minute video of George trying to keep a secret from Seinfeld, okay? And this perfectly shows you the opposite of what I'm talking about. But like, the reason why I say it's the opposite, because this one is him trying to hide news. What we're doing here is honing in on those positive emotions and allowing her to experience it through our sub-communication. So just watch this.
Still owe me a secret.
All right, listen, there is something I haven't told you, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, but you can't tell Jerry.
What do you think? I tell Jerry everything? It's not like he's my wife.
Okay, well, the thing is, I've been living a lie.
Just one? I'm living like 20. What's yours?
Well, I never actually had cancer. I'll see it. How'd it go with Gary?
Fine?
Really?
Yeah.
You look like something's on your mind.
Oh, nothing. Fine.
So that's your poker face.
A regular face.
No, it isn't. I've seen your regular face. That is not it.
What are you saying?
All right, George, come on. What do you got?
Got nothing.
What do you got, pair of bullets?
What are you talking about?
2 pair? 3 of a kind?
Are you stabbing?
Oh my God, you got a flush. You're holding a flush.
I don't have a flush.
A full house? You got a full house? Turn him over, George. I want to see him. Come on, I'm calling. What do you got?
Barry Fogel never had cancer!
So this is what would happen with women, but in a good way. Rather than hounding you to know the secret that you're hiding, they'll hound you to find more about who you are. You'll come across as more mysterious and more attractive. And that's what occurred with me. And when I started doing this, my game instantly skyrocketed to levels I never thought imaginable. Like I said earlier, in my video about how to meet girls in the daytime, I literally started getting laid by accident because of this. Okay, and this is something that I always recommend to guys.
Sit down.
So if you notice, even the way he sits down, he doesn't take the bait of sitting down as soon as she tells him to, like most guys would. He always takes an extra second to process things, and with laser eye contact, sits down. This is all about the subtleness, the self-communication of a confident man, you see? Even when he introduces himself, can you tell the subtle pause before he decides to speak? Also, notice his smile that he has as he tries to seduce the love of my life.
Yeah.
I'm Gary.
I'm Celeste.
It's a this is all a game kind of look. That's because he feels confident, he feels good, but it's contained in it because he's playing a game, the game of seduction. You see, he's not putting all his cards out there. He's not trying to show how cool he is. No, he's just relaxing, being himself, honing in on his emotions and being present. Right? He's not getting ahead of himself. He's only focusing on the step that's in front of him. Okay? And so when you notice the way he's speaking to her and he's looking at her, you can notice he's fully present. Okay? He's not thinking about the past and the future. He's just there.
It takes forever to get a drink around here. There's only one waitress. No, don't go.
Yes, buddy.
Oh, they're fine. I mean, you just got here.
So once again, when she says to him,
You just got here.
it was his turn to respond. He instead keeps eye contact, has a sly smile, and in silence, relaxes. This once again made her reinitiate and invest more in the interaction.
You just got here. yourself.
You like bourbon?
I love it.
See, so something that I always recommend, guys, is intentionally for the first minute, don't answer a few questions. Okay, for example, if she tells you, "What are you doing today?" Don't answer. Just look at her and smile. Feel good. First of all, you have to feel good. Feel good intentions, because she's gonna feel your intentions through your vibe. So feel like you have positive intentions. Just look at her. Okay? You can either respond with something irrelevant, like saying, "You know what? I love Seinfeld. Have you ever seen that show?" You see, like you're controlling the interaction. So she says, "So what are you up to today?" You smile. You look at her. You say, "So have you ever seen Seinfeld?" And if she responds to that, she's playing along with you. She's mirroring you. She's in your reality. You see? Or you could just not answer. Just look at her. Like, look at her like, "Come on, man. Come on. You can ask a better question than that. Come on, girl." You see? So that's how you're able to play with her, by doing minimal effort. And when someone looks at you gaming, they'll think, "Oh my God, he's so amazing." No, you're just having pauses. And the beauty of this is that you're not doing anything different. You're just adding something that could easily be added. This is not a complicated technique that you got to do, like push, pull, find out the best response. No, this is something that's minimal effort on your part, and it'll make gaming so much easier and more fun. Okay. But one of my favorite things that he does, and this is one of my things that I always teach my students, especially if guys who struggle with going for the kiss and don't know when it's time to actually kiss a girl, a awesome technique to find out if a girl wants to be kissed is to simply touch her face and notice how she reacts. Now, I don't recommend going straight forward like Clooney does, all right? But what I do recommend is act as though she has something in her face. Because if a girl wants you to touch her, and if a girl is interested in escalating, she will just sit there without doing nothing and just look at you like she does in this video. But when a girl doesn't do that and she like backs off or she flinches at your touch, that's a sign that she doesn't want to be kissed, or that she doesn't want to be escalated, or that you need to wait a little bit longer. But the whole point is that if you want to know that whether you should escalate and take this forward, just touch her. Notice how she reacts. Go act as though you're taking something out of her hair, and if she doesn't flinch, the next time just do exactly what Clooney does. Just say, "Oh, you're so adorable. Now come here," and just do that. You see, if she just stands there doing nothing, that is an amazing sign, and you should definitely go for the kiss by just touching her chin and just going for it. All right. So, as you guys could tell, it's not that hard. All you're really doing is just changing a few things in your behavior, a few subtle things, pausing here and there when you wouldn't pause. The reason why I like this is because we're not changing your whole personality. I'm just showing you how to change the subtle things that will have dramatic effects. If you just know how to use the pause, you could be the quirkiest person in the world. And by just knowing how to use your pauses and getting girls into your reality, you'll come across attractive. It doesn't matter how your personality type is. So if you guys have any questions, and if you guys want another video on a specific celebrity, don't forget to put it on the comment section below. And also don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and to subscribe for more videos so you guys can get notification as soon as it comes out. So take care, my friends. Check out these videos that you guys are checking out right here, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.